right now, as both teams are just going to pick their usual lineups. Rex is going to be playing on the Igniter, just like he did on the early stages of when they were called in Soviet Russia, now known as SK Gaming, the first ever sponsored team for Bloodline Champions. But I digress. Semmler, FourCourt, please take this away from me.
Well, thank you very much for the history lesson there, Mr. Kast. We are going to get this rolling. This is the finals of the losers bracket. Whoever goes on from here is going to be facing the grand champions of Oars, who's waiting up in that bracket. They've been waiting for quite a few rounds now, but this is going to be getting going. SK Gaming and Dignitas have fought their way through the losers bracket to get all the way to here. SK Gaming going to be trying to redeem themselves so they can go face up against Oars yet again, but BeyondGaming throwing one hell of a tournament. Big thanks to the sponsors, Justin TV, QPad, Thermal Take, as well as Stunlock Studios. And we're going to get this rolling. Mr. Semmler, we'll get your nerd blood pumping, buddy.
Oh, okay. I think after that stroll down memory lane, gotta get back in the present, gotta get back in this match, and look at the great start we've got already. Scriff getting onto Rex, and Rex is forced to use his Living Flame. He's forced to use his space. He is going to be vulnerable right now if Wisteria and Malachor can get in position to support. Scriff is just trying to keep that energy rolling right now. Nice chrono by Malachor, shuts Rex off. No pushback from him at all. Rex with the fire beam troll all, but we have to see. Can Wisteria? He's going to be setting it up, and there it is. Decides to go on Chip, though. That was a bit of an odd choice, but look at that. As I say it, Scriff just barely not getting the kill there, and Wisteria might go down. No, he is going to be able to get a space off, but he is running for his sweet life right now as Malachor just trying to keep the heals going on him. Nice battle shot by Scriff to get some additional heals, and wow, what a first match coming out of both these teams. Hungry for blood, and Team Dignitas taking first round once again. They're making a habit out of this. It's just like, oh yeah, okay, first round, first map, it's all good, make our mark, and then we'll see how it goes from there. But just Rex, getting solidly pressured by Scriff all throughout that first round. What do you think, FCJ?
Yeah, definitely some big pressure coming out of Cold Team. I find it kind of interesting. Both teams usually run with that inhibitor, and now they're both running with that igniter. I wonder if that's just throwing them off a little bit, because they were both, they know that the team likes to swap it up a bit, but both of them choosing to change it up. Maybe it's going to be throwing them off a little bit. We'll have to see. Jackass is going to come right back in there with a harpoon. Not going to get that Kunju triggered at all. Scriff's a little bit too smart for that. Going to jump over to Chip Cyan. We do got the shackles onto Wisteria. Rex throwing down the right click onto Malachor, but we do get that chrono up and running. No, we do got Rex coming back into here with the conflict. Going to be landing that onto Malachor, and now Scriff is trying to keep everyone, up and alive. He's trying to body block. I do think we did lose Wisteria and all of that, however, as Malachor looking not so great right now. Going to be running away here from Rex, but right into the spear of Jackass of Chip Cyan, trying to throw down those deadlies, but that chrono is just ruining his day. Scriff not going to get it at all, as he's going to drop, and now SK Gaming has a point on the board.
They had a nice swap on a Chip. Right there. But Chip Cyan able to reposition, and I think Malachor overextended a little bit. He was maybe a little giddy. He had his ultimate. He had the ultimate first. He's like, whoa, this never happens. Quick, I got to get that damage out there. But no, he overextended. He left Wisteria alone with Jackass, unable to get any heals out, as he was just, trying to get the damage out onto Chip. But Rex and Jack are not going to let that slip up. They're like, okay, he is way out there right now. We need to capitalize. Wisteria paid the price, and Malachor was soon to follow. So we have to see, they got to tighten up the game. They got to just be patient and wait for the opportunities, as already, Scriff going to go ahead, get in on Chip Cyan. Volcano is dodged, and Jackass may be a little bit out in the wind as the heroic charge comes out of Scriff right onto Chip. Gets slept, though, and he may... Oh, good space by Scriff to reposition, and this is a good spot to be in right now, as Malachor loading up those lockdowns. We have the conflag go out on Rex. Rex has the Living Flame up in the nick of time, but this is not looking good, as Scriff does have the space to get out of that goo, and Rex goes down in the meantime. Great job by Team Dignitas. This is what we're talking about. They need to be a little bit more patient. They need to wait for those opportunities to get in there and do the damage. And right there, nobody overextended. Nobody really messed up majorly. And they were able to just work Chip down, work Rex down. And that's exactly what needs to happen.
Very convincing.
Notice when, okay, one little point here just for more novice players. Scriff, when he went in with that heroic charge, he made sure that he had a way to get out.
Exactly.
He had his space, and I think he also had a reflect up, if I saw that correctly. So if you're going to go in, make sure you have a guaranteed way to get out. Don't just use a trance. Don't just use something else. Sorry, continue.
Nah, dude. hands down, that's exactly what was going on too.
Yep, fun times. We're going to get round number 4 rolling here as Dignitas up 2-1 already. Wisteria taking some big damage is over here with Rex as he threw down that conflict. Has to use the volcano. Oh, 40 damage right there onto Wisteria. Good combination. We do got the shackles onto Wisteria as well. And now with nothing left in his arsenal, he's going to go down. No problem. Malachor not looking so hot at this point either. You know, a little bit worse for the wear. Swift gonna jump over here, trying to get some healing. Not gonna work. Oh, the big ultimate just gonna be going right between the two goalposts that were Jackasm and Chip Cyan. And, you know, Rex very handily taking that game. Very quick conflict from him, it felt like. But, geez, 497 damage. Get this man a trophy.
Yeah, we can really count on, excuse me, we can really count on Rex and Jackasm to capitalize on any mistakes made by Wisteria. Wisteria not as used to playing Igniter as he is Inhibitor. You know, Inhibitor is his main and was his main for quite some time. So he may be, you know, still working on the motor, the reflexes, you know, to be able to play this new bloodline. So we'll have to see, you know, how this works out. You know, if SK are just going to be aiming to capitalize on his mistakes and put the damage out on him. Jackasm is already in there. Kunju is not going to get procced. He's forced to use the other side, but of course, he's got that Russian barrier there to cover his back. Great shield slam there by Scrift to get that debuff out there. And this is working pretty well in Team Dignitas' favor as Jackasm going to go ahead and space Kunju's the Volcano. And we have the lockdowns coming out. So Scrift is going to be backing down. He is locked and loaded, and Jackasm eats a full one to the face. Barrier in the nick of time to keep him alive, though. And is this going to be enough for Team Dignitas to carry it into a win as SK Gaming are forced to just run away right now? Great triple barrel by Wisteria. A lot of damage going on to Chip Saya. And yes, that is it. Scriff and Wisteria clean it up. Jackasm and Rex all by their lonesome. Malachor just healing up. Conflag gets him, but it's just not quite going to be enough to get the kill as he is knocked around the corner there. Wisteria with the flame beam, troll-a-lolling all the way home. And great first map by Team Dignitas. 3-2 over SK Gaming.
Showing that they're no slouch, and they definitely deserve to be here. Those Transcendent Masks, they got nothing here on Team Dignitas as they were able to take that 2,400 damage from Rex. That is very respectable on that Igniter. So we're going to get the second map rolling, Kojo, the Pygmy Village. And if you guys are just tuning in, you know, we are facing off SK Gaming versus Team Dignitas, just like you see in all those other team esports. Yes, we have pro teams here in Bloodline Champions. Dignitas up 1-0 on the maps over SK. They can take this. They're going to go all the way to the grand finals to face off against the American Team Ors that has, you know, just been sitting around waiting for their competition to come up. This is all for the $5,000, you know, prize pool. SK Gaming and Dignitas, they really want to get, you know, part of that cash, part of that swag. All of that's provided here by Justin TV, Thermaltake, and QPad. We're going to get this rolling, and again, you know, Dignitas playing it very well in these maps.
Yeah, you can't expect anything less. Both of these guys sponsored teams. This is how they roll. It's always going to be tight. It's always going to be down to the wire because they are just so similar in skill at this point. And to be honest, you know, SK, they haven't been practicing quite as much. I hear that they are getting some more practice games in now that DreamHack is just so close. But for a while there, you know, they might have been getting a little bit rusty, and they need to find their groove again as Wisteria, Malachor, and Scriff, you know, definitely showing their mettle, you know, getting in there and doing the damage they need to take these first rounds. As we got a bit of the dance going on, a bit of the footsies, mind games flowing, and already Jackasm finds his opening, lands that spear, and he's going to start the pressure onto Wisteria. Jackasm in deep, but that's the way he likes it as he Kunjus that volcano. Great job by Jack. Reaction abilities, and that's what needs to happen here as he's going to be able to get that pressure out. He's sitting on a full ultimate, and there it is, all on top of Wisteria. Wisteria eating so much damage, and in the meantime, Scriff just getting demolished by Rex and Chip. Just too much damage to be dealt with. And Malachor, you know, that's the thing. Wisteria under so much pressure. Malachor perhaps a little distracted, just trying to keep that Igniter up. Scriff, in the meantime, taking damage. He's like, where's my heals, guys? What's going on? And just not working out at all as Wisteria just going to drop here in this first round. You know, 1v3, you can run all you want, but against 3 near full health enemies, it's not going to work in your favor.
He's going to finally drop there to the volcano. Did I hear Kast there?
Well, there's one thing I want to mention, right? You see Scriff 5.2 TPS. Now, there's this little dance that goes on at high level, and it looks like they're doing nothing. You notice Scriff, he's like sort of out in the middle, and he just looks like he's not doing a whole lot. There's a ton of mind games between him and Rex. He's waiting for Rex to use like a crippling fire before he uses a lot of his core abilities. or he's waiting for like a living flame or something like that to punish him. And see, there you go. Now the dance is won by Scriff this time, but last time right there, Scriff sort of got locked out and took a bunch of damage early, so that's why he died. Continue.
Yeah, not to worry. I mean, Scriff right now, he might have won that first mind game with the heroic charge into Chip's Cyan face. Chip is now nowhere near his team. Jack has him looking for those heals, not going to find him. Instead, going to find that War Axe buried in the back of his head as Scriff is able to take him down. Chip is just still so very out of position in these games, and Dignitas really trying to force, you know, that kind of good play for them, because it's just any kind of advantage they can get at this point. Scriff might have overextended a little bit, as Rex not going to be able to grab the kill on him. Instead, it's going to be Rex eating a volcano to the face. Scriff still wandering around looking for those heals. Oh, great jump right over top of Rex. And you could just see Rex kind of like, aw, dumbfounded right there as he dies in that little... You know, when I crack open eggs, I usually don't see blood there, Semmler, but that was a lot of red stuff coming out of him.
Can you imagine how traumatic that'd be for kids? You know, they're like, oh, it's Easter, yay! And it's like, oh my god! That'd be so much, that'd just be so bad. So much explaining for young parents. So much explaining to do, but dude, beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna get in here. Scriff has got, you know, a bit of that zone circle set up, and this is what needs to happen. Wisteria, nice triple barrel, one onto Rex, one onto Jack, getting that slow, getting that burninating going, and already Chip getting knocked out into a volcano combo. Great job by him, and already, you know, we got Dignitas leading the way here with a Scriff on a full ulti. Wisteria with it as well, and this may be it. Rex goes down. My mistake. Scriff locks and loads that heroic charge. That's what I was going for, and man, just a lot of damage, unrelenting, coming out from Team Dignitas, and 2-1 already in their favor. Dude, we may see Team Dignitas. I don't want to call it early, but we may see Team Dignitas in the grand final.
They're definitely playing exceptionally well up against SK. You can see Rex there in the chat a little bit saying, you know, we've got to swap up these targets. We don't want to get eliminated right here. And Dignitas just must be celebrating a little bit at this point. It is their game to take here in the losers finals. If they can take this, they have a good chance at winning, you know, 5K from all of the sponsors here at the BeyondGaming tournament. Jackass are going to be running over here to Wisteria. It does not look like they're going to be jumping here onto Scriff at all, but the Chrono going down. Rex going to be taking a little bit of extra damage, going to be punting Scriff away, but we do got that ultimate ready to go. Jackass, I'm not giving up on Malachor. Rex is going to come combo on him a little bit. The defensive volcano going down, but we are going to space out of that ultimate right into Rex's Conflag, and that's going to be one dead Malachor right there. Scriff might be able to catch the counter kill onto Rex, but no, we do get that successful E off, and now Scriff, you know, just way back in no real position to capitalize here on a kill. Gets that rune again. Almost every rune seems to go to Scriff at this point, but SK showing their mettle as they can, you know, this is now going to be the game for them. If they do not win this, and it's going to be a repeat of last round, then we are going to be saying goodbye to them as they have to go off to the third place game. But we're going to have to keep our eye on them as they get this one rolling here, Semmler.
Yeah, we had a lot of risks taken there. Jack has him just going balls to the wall on Malachor, as well as Rex. You know, Rex was so low, but he still just went ahead, took that chance, and went in, got that ultimate off. Lots of damage going out, and that really just netted them the win. As we have it, you know, kind of resetting here. You know, this is what we're kind of familiar to seeing at this point. You know, Dignitas taking a strong lead, and right now Jack has him is sitting pretty on top of Wisteria. This is not looking good. Malachor forced to space back, and this is a perfect opportunity for Jack has him to get his whirlwind off. Malachor taking a lot of damage, and this is not looking good for Team Dignitas at this point as Malachor is forced to space once again. Rex maybe a little bit overextended, but he's not worried about it as the flame beam comes out, and Malachor is so low. This could really go in SK Gaming's favor at this point as they are just sitting pretty low. Malachor goes down. That is it. One hit from death, and Jackasm is there to deliver. Battle shout goes out from Scriff onto Rex, but just there at this point, you know, the life lead is so different. They are just going to go down from the pressure from all of SK Gaming here. And oh my goodness, man. Just too close to call it, man. They really got, you know, ratcheted up the ratcheted up the intensity there. As SK, you know, they just, you know, you see Team Dignitas, they were playing this really solid style where they kind of stick together, they clump together, they develop this zone around them where it makes it difficult for Jack and Rex to get in there. But at that point, Jack and Rex, they were really just completely committed. Jack was in, Rex followed, they got that lead on Wisteria, and they were able to carry it from there.
So we're going to hear to the third map. Losers finals, SK Gaming, Dignitas. Just trying to let the dust settle a little bit. But they are going to be ratcheting this up. I think that's what you're looking for? Ratcheting?
Ratcheting, yeah. Ratcheting, my fail. Yeah.
Either way, the hype is going to get going. The nerd blood is going to be pumping. People are going to be looking at each other with hate across this map, as this third map is going to be the defining factor. Dignitas moving on. SK Gaming moving on. Who's it going to be? Lay down your bets right now, ladies and gentlemen, as Semmler, Kast, and FourCourtJester are going to hang out here and bring this to you guys live with the BeyondGaming tournament. Again, big thanks to Justin TV, Thermaltake, and QPad, as they are bringing all the boys to the yard, and that Igniter is just so cute.
They're bringing all the boys to the yard with that cute little egg. The milkshakes, dude.
It's all about the Igniter.
Dude, it's all about the Igniter. This guy's such a troll. Rex, Rex, when he saw that skin, I was like, dude, this skin is like made for Rex. I'm gonna see so many like bad puns coming out of this guy. And so far he hasn't really delivered, kind of letting me down, but Scriff, dude, nice taunt onto Jack. Was that a taunt? I don't think so, but in any case, gets a nice taunt on the Jack into an M1 combo. Gonna be pushed back a little bit, but there he is. He picks up that rune. He's got his ulti. He's gonna be looking for the opportunity he needs to land it onto Jackasm, as Jack is kind of overextended right now. Kunju gets procced. Scriff is back there, uses the battle shout, opts to get the heals off instead, trying to keep that momentum going in their favor, as right now, Rex, almost got taunted into that volcano. Wisteria is sitting on a full ulti, and there it is! Conflag into Scriff. Axe to the face, and that is it. But in any case, look at this. Wisteria is sitting in a goo. Goo dissipated, but he did take some significant damage there. Malachor forced his face through him, get some additional heals off, and Jack has him, whoa, eating a full triple barrel. No, 2 of those triple barrels, but that's just beautiful play, dude. Wisteria, if you're able to redirect and then connect with that ability, you get that triple barrel out, you get the first 2 out, and then you immediately adjust your aim and land the third one on the chip. Beautiful play, beautiful control coming out of Wist, and already 594 damage coming out from him on that last round.
Dignitas got to be feeling really good about that, but you can never discount SK Gaming. They start off good, they only get better. I would not be too worried about dropping that first round, as Jack is going to jump in here, gets off that combo onto Scriff with the Volcano from Rex, and now just big damage going down. We do got that Living Flame going onto Rex. Is just in time for that Volcano. Scriff is going to be trying to go toe-to-toe with a Jackass, and Jackass is trying to have none of it at all, as Rex is going to jump back in here as well. Wisteria gets slept. Scriff is going to take this opportunity to land some big damage there onto Chip, and big damage indeed. Jackass with the ultimate ready to go, landing some huge damage onto Scriff, as we did have the conflict about from Rex. Malachor going down to, I don't even know what, but it's something from Rex, as Wisteria totally loses out on his conflict up against Jackass in there. Now it's not looking so good for Dignitas at all, as Jackass is going to be coming back into the scene. He's going to get off that kill with the in-cap onto Wisteria, and now he's going to be sitting nice and pretty there on that spear, gloating over the behemoth as he falls to the ground.
Yeah, Jack certainly loves those spears, as, dude, we're getting in here, and Jack has him, Chip, and Rex. It's tough to call because Scriff had a great opening there. Scriff and Wisteria, they got onto Chip. They saw the barrier was down. They're like, okay, this is the time. Capitalize, get in there, do damage to him right away. And they did. But however, Malachor, got a bit caught out by Rex there. Rex landing a full triple barrel, I think, is really what did him in. Just 60 damage to the face. That is insane pressure coming out. And it's so difficult to heal through that. So you cannot allow yourself to get caught in those kinds of situations. As already Chip down to 50, and they have this really like ring around the rosy pocket full of posies going on, with that pillar in the middle there, just dancing around it. Great heroic charge by Scriff onto Chip Sand. Chip Sand does not have a barrier. He is going to be vulnerable right now. Just barely gets clipped by that volcano, but Rex with the answering. Oh wow, Rex with the answering conflag, but it's not enough. Wisteria there with the triple barrel. We had the goo come out as well, but it just wasn't enough to keep them alive. Insane damage at the end there out of Team Dignitas to wrap that round up. 2-1 in their favor.
I did notice Rex tried to come back a little bit more defensive there at the end, throwing down the conflict right into the corner. Might have been able to use it a little bit better elsewhere, but the double kill going down as a result. Even with that defensive goo, it just was not enough for SK to take that. So now Dignitas is, edge of their seats. They're on the tips of their toes. If they could take this, they're going to be moving on here to the grand finals. And already Jackass right off the bat has to get that barrier because he's down to half health. a little bit of visual lag here, but the volcanoes going down aren't going to hit anyone. Rex, however, dropping like a rock. Even Jackass going down. Oh, big ultimate from Script, but he's going to be right here into the Jackass wall. Jumps right back out. Going back to that conversation you guys are having. Always have that escape route going. The lockdown onto Rex not going to happen, but Script needs to get this kill onto Rex. It's not going to work. He's going to get Jackass exploding Chip Syed, and now Rex going down and getting knocked out of the BeyondGaming Grand Finals Championship. That means we're going to be seeing Ors and Dignitas battled out for that $5,000 prize pool, buddy.
Oh, man, dude. That was just so beautiful. Bouncing targets, Scriff getting in there, taking the damage he needed to, drawing the fire. Wisteria and Malachor, neither of them getting really caught out of position. And what really, led to the win there was Jackasm. Jackasm ate 50% of his life in the first opening seconds of that match. Scriff just mauled him. Chip Saiyan forced to give him the barrier, and that's all the advantage that Scriff needed to get in there and start wreaking havoc. Chip Saiyan, no way to defend himself, and Rex just, subject to those taunts and to those axes. It was just too much. Scriff and Wisteria just doing a great job of getting that opening momentum and carrying it through for the win.